Hello, friends. I am Tom Downey, here to break down the latest Dallas Cowboys rumors and news, especially around the backup quarterback position. As I'm sure many of you know by now, the Cowboys did bring in Jeff Driskel, formerly of the Denver Broncos, for a visit on Friday. And the initial reports out of the Dallas Morning News and others was that, hey, it seems likely that he's going to end up signing and he's going to be a member. He's going to join the Cowboys, be the new backup quarterback. And although that visit reportedly went well, Driskel did not sign. And although that could change at some point in the future, I wanted to discuss maybe why he did not sign and some other options as well at the backup quarterback position. Beginning with Driskel, who Cowboys fans remember him because he got paid by the Broncos thanks to what he did as a Detroit Lions quarterback against the Dallas Cowboys. If you're a backup quarterback and you're trying to get paid, simply play the Dallas Cowboys defense. They have never been able to stop mobile quarterbacks. And that is what Jeff Driskel is. He offers running ability. The former Florida quarterback who transferred to Louisiana Tech over his career, not great. He is the caliber of backup that you would expect would be available at this stage of the offseason. This is the type of guy that you're like, oh yeah, I get that. Of course he's available. He's really not that good. Now, he does offer running ability, and I believe that matters more and more in the modern day NFL. If you're a backup quarterback and you're a statue, I don't really want you out there because I don't think you're going to be able to bring me anything remotely resembling what you're trying to get out of your quarterback. I think a statue back there as a backup is a bad idea. I want to have some mobility so I can offer some running ability on third downs. I think that carries value. Now, with what the Cowboys currently have on their depth chart, behind Dak Prescott, it's not great. I think we're all fully aware of that one. Garrett Gilbert, he's quarterback 2, I guess. Ben DiNucci is there. We'll go into more in depth on him. Dalton, of course, is now with the Chicago Bears. And yes, Cooper Rush is technically still on the roster, which is kind of wild to me as we currently sit. So acknowledging that a Driskel signing is still possible, what do you guys want to do? Should the Cowboys go sign Jeff Driskel, be it tomorrow or closer to camp or whenever? Get your votes in for me in the comments section. Should the Cowboys go out and sign Jeff Driskel to be the new backup quarterback? Type Y for yes or type N for no. I do want to look at some of the other backup options, both out there on the NFL free agent market and on the roster already. Now, we'll spend more time on two of these players, Robert Griffin, Blake Bortles, but this grouping is not good. You got Brett Hundley, who's bad. Matt Barkley was, whatever. Brian Hoyer was a disaster when he had to start. The two names that I guess, if you're forcing me to, intrigue me the most are probably RG3 and Blake Bortles, and I don't like saying that out loud. RG3 is older. He's coming off the injury he suffered at the back end of last season for the Baltimore Ravens. But again, he offers mobility. He's relatively accurate in terms of completion percentage. He's not the same guy that everyone thought he was going to be when he was a first-year player for Washington and dominated and then got hurt and was never quite the same after that. But if you want to back up, again, the options are bad. I think I would rather have RG3 than my next option, which I guess is Blake Bortles. Of course, beyond just the Driskel option here as well. Bortles is, well, he's Bortles. I don't really know how else to describe him. Like, a former top 5 pick that made no sense, at least to me at the time. Things were not great. He was inconsistent. If you play Blake Bortles, you're going to be in trouble if he's actually out there for you in a meaningful game. But that's my overall problem right now. If Dak Prescott were to go down, the depth is not there. Garrett Gilbert, I thought, flashed a little bit against Pittsburgh. I would have liked to have seen him more often down the stretch, but also it helped Dalton get signed and got to the draft pick, so it all evens out there in the end. We watched the Nooch get a shot to play, and that was a disaster in a kind of a comedic, funny way. And then there's also Cooper Rush, who is bad. And I remember you Cowboys fans who wanted Cooper Rush. You don't want him out there. I'm actually at this point, when it comes to the available options out there, unless someone gets cut and there's a surprise available option. If Dak gets hurt again, and it's for more than just like a game or two, maybe you just go tank. Maybe you don't worry about winning games and you say, it's fine, let's get the earlier draft pick like maybe you should have done down the stretch of 2020. In the end, you're towing a very fine line here, where if Dak gets hurt for like 2 games, you want a backup quarterback who's not going to destroy your chances and make you lose every game he's out. But if he's out for the year, then you probably want to tank anyway. So it's a very difficult line to toe there. In the words of Tom Moore, as I will edit for language, why they never practiced the backup quarterback behind Peyton Manning, if Peyton goes down, we're effed, and we don't practice effed. And that's kind of what it is for the Cowboys versus their backup options. So if Dak goes down, maybe you just give the reins to the Nooch and you see what happens. You're not, if you give the reins to Ben DiNucci, make this very clear, you're not actually trying to win football games. You are embracing the fact that, it's not really going to work in the end. It's not really going to be an option. You're going to lose every game, but it'll be fun, and that's okay in the end. And maybe that's what Garrett Gilbert could be. Maybe if Dak goes down for 2 or 3 or let's just say 4 games, maybe you could win 1 or 2 of those. And that's in the end what you're looking for with a backup quarterback. You're hoping to have somebody who, if they have to play key games, doesn't kill you, and you could win with them or win in spite of them. Although, as we saw for much of last year, unless the defense forces 3 turnovers, you're going to lose those games regardless. So, of the available options, Jeff Driskel, Garrett Gilbert, Ben DiNucci, RG3, Blake Bortles, who do you guys want as the backup quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys? And I'll put it to you this way. There are no wrong answers. It's just the backup quarterback. If they're not good, that's why they're the backup. So get your votes in for me. Who do you guys want as the backup quarterback? I am fine in the end if they go out and they get Jeff Driskel. He offers the mobility. He's not nearly good enough to carry you for a 12-game stretch if Dak goes down again. But if you need him for a game or 2, I think he might be an upgrade over Garrett Gilbert. And maybe what you could do is bring Driskel and Gilbert and DiNucci and Rush and let them all compete for that backup quarterback role and cut 2 or 3 guys who aren't good enough for you in the end. I don't think it does not make you great at the backup quarterback spot, but it's a different name. It could end up being a fit there. So keep that in mind there, the possibility of maybe down the road Driskel joining the Dallas Cowboys.